There was a report that was recently issued by NASA, a NASA-affiliated scientist. In fact, he was somebody at the Planetary Science Division of NASA, key scientist, along with researchers at Pennsylvania State University, scientists. And this report, again, this is too funny, too outrageous to be made up, looked at different possible scenarios if humans had contact with extraterrestrials. And they, in their report, said the most likely scenario is we will encounter space aliens. However, these space aliens are all going to be little green Al Gores, because they're going to look, they can tell at our atmospheric pressure from afar, literally from the galaxy, and they're going to say, we're burning up the planet. We're emitting so many greenhouse gases. There's such massive global warming. There's such massive pollution because we have so much capitalism and so much industrial civilization here that literally we're destroying the environment. And so to defend other life forms, to defend other planets, I swear to you, I could not make this up if I wanted to. Martians are going to invade and wipe out humanity to save the galaxy from human beings. Little Al Gores are going to descend upon planet Earth, all of them, and they're going to literally kill every human being. This is one of the likely scenarios. So we have to curtail economic growth. We have to impose cap and trade. We have to impose heavy, heavy regulations on businesses. We have to literally destroy the free market system in order to save Earth from an alien invasion. This is what the so-called radical green movement has come down to. And what is to me stunning, this is almost Soviet-style propaganda, is the reality is the exact opposite. This is what's amazing. Man-made global warming, the so-called theory of climate change, has been the greatest scientific fraud and hoax of our time. Global temperatures are cooling. They're not warming. That's a lie. For the last 10 years, global temperatures have cooled. The ice caps are not melting. In fact, there's even more. They're growing. They're freezing. There are more ice caps. They're growing bigger. The polar bear population. Remember Al Gore came out, the polar bears are going to disappear. Look at these cuddly polar bears. How can we lose these polar bears? Look at it like little teddy bears. They're all going to be gone because they're all going to literally fall into the ocean because all the ice is melting. They're dwindling. They're disappearing. They're growing. The polar bear population is proliferating. Ocean levels, they're not rising. They've stabilized. Everything they have said has been an utter lie and disproven by scientific empirical data. Everything. We've even found out even more. Through one scandal after another, they have deliberately abused the information. They have misled the public. They have manipulated the data. Why? Why is Al Gore now having to compare opponents of global warming to the most disgusting, vile, racist thugs? Why? Why did a couple of weeks ago, when he was at the Aspen Institute, did he deliver a speech laced with the F-bomb, laced with profanity? He was talking like some kind of a street rapper thug. Why? Because they see their entire theory evaporating into thin air. They have been exposed for the frauds and the hucksters and the charlatans that they are. But the dirty little secret, members of the Savage Nation, is this. Al Gore, George Soros, the entire green movement has tens of millions of dollars invested in the climate warming fraud. Al Gore personally is invested in the millions in green hedge funds. He's going to make out like a bandit on international carbon trading system on cap and trade. He's got huge financial interests at stake. he's going to make out literally like a bandit. He's going to make potentially tens of millions of dollars. So for him, global warming must never be disproven. And so Hurricane Irene, global warming. Oh, you oppose global warming, racist, Bull Connor, flat earther, you're like a Holocaust denier. And my question to Americans is this: when are you going to say enough is enough? They are politicizing our weather. They are politicizing science. They are politicizing every aspect of life, not because they care about social justice. Al Gore doesn't give a damn about social justice. He doesn't care about the environment. What he cares about is lining his pockets. And the way to line his pockets is to get massive government subsidies and to have cap and trade imposed so he and his hedge fund and George Soros buddies can make tens of millions of dollars. You know what he is? He's an old style con man. And now the con is up. And so the question I have for you is a simple one. Are you offended that Al Gore has compared the opponents of global warming to Bull Connor and the racists of the South? 1-800-449-8255. Has Dirty Al gone too far? I want to hear from you. This is Jeff Cooner, sitting in for Michael Savage on the Savage Nation.